Just a quick video for new Uber drivers renting Teslas long term. Once you collect the card, you're going to get the key card from the front. On the side of the car here, you can tell when the car's locked because the mirrors are folded. When you tap the card, if the car unlocks, the mirrors will unfold like that. And then you just get into the car as normal. When you don't have your phone set up as the key, you will need to tap the card just behind the cup holders here to start the car, roughly there. If you're looking for your USB ports, if it's an older car, you've got two up the front here, which are standard USB ports. If it's a newer car, the ports are actually over here and they're USB-C. The way to tell is the back. If they're USB normal or old style on the back, they'll be up here in the front, and if the back ones are USB-C, they'll be down here. So you'll have two USBs in the front and the back. The other thing is the glove box. From the screen, you open the glove box like this, with or without a pin, and if it's a newer car, the pen drive will be here for your Sentry cameras, your dash cam effectively. Again, if it's an older car, your dash cam USB plugs into one of these ports here. So that's just a matter of which car you've actually got on your rental. First thing to do when you start up your new account is make a new driver profile for yourself. So I'll just do a dummy account now. Then it'll prompt you to adjust your mirrors, which you're doing with the steering wheel controls here. If I can get this in frame. So you can see the mirror going out there, and back in, and up and down with this scroll wheel. Save that to your driver profile, and you can also adjust your steering wheel here from the main screen. Same way, you're using the adjustments here to adjust your steering wheel position, in, out, up, down. Obviously your windscreen wipers are here. Press in for the squirt. That's because the front's open, the squirt won't operate, so we'll just shut that. When you're shutting the front trunk, never slam it, always gently press it down and press down on the T logo until it latches. And now the windscreen washers should operate. So press down on the end here. For the squirt. This is your indicator stalk, so you'll see the indicators come on when you operate that. Gears are over this side. Press down to go into drive, up to go into reverse, and press on the end to go back into park. Pedals are as you'd expect. If you're wanting to use self-driving, you can turn on your auto steer, read the warning, and you can have this set to percentage, 2 or 3% over, or exact speed. I always have this set to display, and I always have this set to early so the car can assist, and have that set to assist. I find the green chime annoying, so I leave that one switched off. Under safety, if your car does have the glove box pin to keep your USB drive safe, you can turn that off here in the safety menu, glove box pin, and obviously just key the pin that was in, and that will take that off so that you can open and close the glove box with one tap instead of two. If the car is a performance or dual motor, you may want to set it to chill so it's not quite as speedy. And obviously you've got your steering modes here. I always leave the regenerative braking on standard, optimize the amount of power you regenerate back into the battery. Under the charging menu, you'll see your trip percentage. If this says trip here, it means you've got an older battery that requires only charging to 90%. If that doesn't have the trip there, if it just goes to 100%, then it's recommended to charge to 100% on that car. And when you scroll down here, it'll show you your last charging session, how much that costs. So obviously you'll know there how much you're paying on the superchargers. You can swipe over to the side here to show your power usage, media controls, power usage, and swipe again for tyre pressure. So if you're parked, it'll show you when it last read the tyre pressure, and if you're driving, it'll just show the live tyre pressure. So that's the basic controls. Obviously under your software you'll be able to see what version of autopilot hardware you've got, what version of the software you've got, etc. And trips is the best way to monitor your power. So if you look at the average power in this particular car, it's using basically 16 kilowatt hours per 100 k's is the conversion based on those numbers. And obviously at 4 cents per 100 k's, that would mean that you'd have to be paying around about 25 to 30 cents per kilowatt hour at home to get that $4 per 100 k's power efficiency. Obviously if you're using public DC charging, they will charge you more than 30 cents per kilowatt hour in general. So that's the basics of how to set up your car for a rental on Uber, and we'll just go for a quick drive and I'll show you how to engage the self-driving functions. So on a road like this with no road markings, you'll only be able to engage the autopilot, you'll only be able to engage the cruise control. So you press once down on the stalk when it's available, which is not yet, probably because we're coming up to an intersection. So we'll wait until we get on the main road to engage the cruise control and self-driving. So that's cruise control once down on the stalk, and twice down is the self-driving. That's the self-driving logo, and that's the cruise control indicator. TeslaTaxi.com.au if you'd like to rent one of these cars out. Thank you.